In our first video, which is linked below in the description of this video, we talked about the long and frustrating development hell of a third Ghostbusters movie project, a movie that had been rumored for decades and was finally showing signs of life after the successful release of Ghostbusters the video game, multiple script rewrites, and Sony's desire for a fresh new take on the franchise. This all led to the infamous Ghostbusters reboot, eventually titled Ghostbusters Answer the Call, directed by Bridesmaids director and Freaks and Geeks creator Paul Feig. The new Ghostbusters movie went into production in early 2015 and was preceded by months of plot and casting rumors and the earliest internet rumblings of what would become a seismic pop cultural battleground. But anyways, there was a lot riding on the release of this new Ghostbusters reboot, though it took almost 30 years to get a new Ghostbusters movie into theaters, and through all of its controversy, Answer the Call was overall a bit underwhelming all the way around. It did okay critically, but didn't do the box office numbers that Sony was hoping for. This was a major summer tentpole release with a budget that's somewhere in the neighborhood of $140 million. The marketing was everywhere. They put a ton of work into getting the word out about Ghostbusters, even having the original cast appear with the new cast on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The movie didn't seem to know who its core audience actually was and tried to play it safe. It didn't have the over-the-top laughs or sight gags of Bridesmaids, but it also didn't come close to capturing the anti-authority comedic genius of the original.
I'll tell you what the effect is. It's pissing me off.
The following few years were pretty quiet on the Ghostbusters front, and it seemed that the franchise was back to the drawing board. The following year, Ivan Reitman appeared on the Empire Film Podcast, confirming that a new animated Ghostbusters movie would now be the priority, and that the earlier announced futuristic animated series Ecto-Force was now on the back burner. Feeling that the world of modern animation and computer graphics could really open up incredible storytelling opportunities for the Ghostbusters franchise. He was often quoted as saying that the movie would be told from the ghosts' perspective, but that version of the movie has yet to be developed, though recently some possible concept art was posted online. During this time, Dan Aykroyd made a few appearances, doing interviews on various talk shows, and began to publicly speak out about the aftermath of Ghostbusters Answer the Call. On Ghostbusters Day 2018, Sony announced a new partnership with Wizard World that would see Ghostbusters cast and crew make appearances at various Wizard World conventions in 2018, leading up to a huge celebration of the 35th anniversary of Ghostbusters on the Sony lot in June of 2019 for Ghostbusters Fan Fest. Though this only manifested as one significant appearance at Wizard World Chicago during the summer of 2018, Ivan Reitman was asked about the future of live-action Ghostbusters films. He responded with, and I quote, "You ain't seen nothing yet," and then plugged FanFest for the following year, leading to even more speculation about the future of the franchise. In the fall of 2018, while appearing on The Big Interview with Dan Rather, Dan Aykroyd once again teased a very significant piece of news, a reunion of the three original Ghostbusters, and stating that a talented team of filmmakers was currently developing a story for the third movie. Speculation started running through message boards and, well, podcasts about who this team of filmmakers could be and just what exactly were they up to. Cut to January 15th, 2019, and Entertainment Weekly has the exclusive. Ghostbusters Resurrected. Jason Reitman will direct a new film set in the original universe. Wait, what? Jason Reitman? You mean Jason Reitman, son of Ghostbusters director Ivan Reitman, critically acclaimed writer and director of Juno, Up in the Air, and Thank You for Smoking? That Jason Reitman? Yes, that Jason Reitman. The same guy who has always dismissed the possibility of taking on the Ghostbusters franchise, often writing it off as not his thing, and even once quoted as saying he would make the most boring Ghostbusters movie ever. This was shocking news. Not only was Jason Reitman literally born to make this movie, but the fact that Sony was so bullish, announcing a summer 2020 release and following up the big news with a surprise teaser trailer, overnight Ghostbusters was back again. Sometime in either 2016 or 2017, Jason Reitman shocked his dad and told him that he had Ghostbusters on his mind. He had a take, an idea, an emotional idea that, when pitched to Ivan, left him laughing, crying, and full of excitement about the possibilities of this new project. Jason teamed with friend and collaborator Gil Kenan, director of the Poltergeist remake, and Monster House, and set off to secretly develop a script that Sony signed off on and greenlit almost immediately. The script was finished sometime in late 2018, and the teaser trailer was filmed in total secrecy on the set of Sony's Goosebumps movie. Once the movie was announced, news and rumors slowly started to trickle out. There were casting notices, and though the story was a closely guarded secret, it seemed like the team was aiming at a younger cast, possibly teenagers, to anchor the film. Jason Reitman was quoted as wanting the movie's surprises to be slowly revealed and was adamant in keeping a lid on the story. Soon, the first official casting announcements were made. News broke that Stranger Things actor Finn Wolfhard would be joined by up-and-comer McKenna Grace, who had started to make a name for herself by playing young versions of Tanya Harding in Captain Marvel, and also starred in Netflix's Fuller House. Joining them was acclaimed actress Carrie Coon, as well as newcomers Celeste O'Connor and Logan Kim. While pre-production carried on, the team picked Calgary and its surrounding rural areas for the film's location, a huge departure from the Manhattan set originals, which were filmed in New York and Los Angeles. Jason and Ivan Reitman appeared at Ghostbusters Fan Fest. Though the new movie was on everyone's mind, the majority of the focus of that day was celebrating the 35-year history of the original film. It was at this event where Jason Reitman publicly teased that the three remaining original Ghostbusters, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson, had all read the new script, implying that the original team was going to at least have some kind of involvement with the new movie. Just before filming began, it was officially announced that Paul Rudd had joined the cast. In a video posted online and rumored to have originally been slated for FanFest, Paul Rudd confirmed his involvement and excitement about the project. Filming started on July 20th, 2019, and the occasion was marked by a photograph posted on Jason Reitman's Instagram featuring Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace, Jason, and Ivan Reitman. The caption read, "The family's all here." Though nothing was confirmed at this point, McKenna's character was clearly channeling Egon Spengler and even had the same round-framed eyeglasses. Filming would continue through the summer and fall, and the crew stayed relatively low-key, except for some leaked footage of the new Ecto-1 scooting around Drumheller, Alberta. Ghostbusters was a big part of the annual Halloween Horror Nights event during the 2019 fall season at Universal Studios. Attending the opening night festivities of the park, Ivan Reitman talked a little bit about the new movie, confirming that Paul Rudd's character was a seismologist investigating strange earthquakes in a small town in Oklahoma. On December 6th of that year, Vanity Fair would reveal an exclusive first look at the movie, including the title reveal of Ghostbusters Afterlife and brand new imagery from the film. This article was quickly followed with the official reveal of the first teaser poster for the movie, featuring the battered and bruised Ecto-1 tearing through wheat fields in the middle of nowhere, Canada. The following week, the first trailer for the movie was released. The 2-minute clip featured our first look at the new cast, Ecto-1, ghost traps, PKE meters, and YouTube clips of the original Ghostbusters in action. The trailer all but confirmed the family's Spengler legacy and instantly gained millions of views and positive comments and remarks from the Ghostbusters fan community. In January of 2020, just about a year after the original announcement of the movie, Vanity Fair published an article that documented Bill Murray's involvement with the film, with writer Anthony Bresnikan recapping his day with Murray on the set of Afterlife. The marketing push was about to begin in earnest, with rumors of a second trailer ready to debut in late March, to get everything rolling for that July 2020 summer release. There's nothing that was going to stop this Ghostbusters train from rolling into the summer, ready to take the world by storm and reclaim box office dominance for the franchise. Well, except one thing. Join us next time for part 3 of the history of Ghostbusters Afterlife, where we will discuss the COVID crisis, multiple delays, reshoots, a new post-credits scene, and the future of Ghostbusters movies. Thanks again for joining us at Yes Have Some. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more Ghostbusters from YHS.
Yes, have some.